Every year in Malaysia, thousands of students graduate with a big dreams and high hopes. But for many, the excitement quickly turns into anxiety. They scroll through job portals, they send out resume after resume, and they what? The truth is, unemployment is a growing concern, especially among young and fresh graduates in Malaysia. But what exactly is unemployment? Why is it happening? And how does it affect not only individuals but our country, economy and future?
Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Azira. My name is Nabila Farhana Zainal, and today our group will present about the issue of unemployment. Unemployment is a big problem. It affects not only fresh graduate but also all people. Because of the technology like automation and AI, many jobs are now done by the machine. People without digital skill find it hard to get the work. Even companies like Petronas have reduced their workers. During the COVID-19, the problem get worse. Over 800,000 people lost their jobs. Many poor families were badly affected. Even now, many people still cannot find a job. We need more training and support to help people get jobs or start their own work.
Globally, there are 1.3 billion youth aged 15 to 24, and their participation in the workforce is key for economic growth. But in Malaysia, many young people still struggle to find jobs, and this affects national development. First, structural changes in the labor market, like automation and shifting job demands, limit opportunities. Second, COVID 19 worsened things, causing companies to freeze hiring and cut training for fresh graduates. Other than that, youth unemployment is affected by factors like GDP, FDI, inflation, and the size of the young population. For example, higher GDP and FDI usually reduce unemployment, but a large youth population can increase job competition.
Job opportunities simply mean the availability of jobs that match a person's skills, education, and interest. When there are fewer jobs than people looking for work, or when the available jobs don't match people's qualifications, it creates unemployment or underemployment.
In the 1980s and 1990s, Malaysia experienced rapid industrial growth. This created many jobs in factories and manufacturing. But in the 2000s, the economy started to focus more on services and knowledge based industries. Sadly, many graduates were not ready for this change, leading to a mismatch between their qualifications and the jobs available.
This situation got worse during the COVID 19 pandemic. Many businesses shut down or had to let workers go, especially in tourism, hospitality, and retail sectors. This led to a rise in unemployment, especially among fresh graduates. Even today, many young Malaysians are working in gig jobs or part-time work that don't match their degrees.
One of the big reasons a graduate cannot get a job is because lack of experiences. Even with a good result, many are rejected because employer want people who already knows how to do real tasks. Some companies even ask for 2 or 3 years of experience for entry level jobs. This is hard for a fresh graduate who have never worked before. These problems start from the education system. Most of the courses focus on theory, not a real job training. Internships are usually short and sometimes are not related to the student field. Because of this, many graduates don't know how to solve the problem, manage time, or work in a team. They often lose out the more experienced candidates, which also affect their confidence and future career. Another reason for unemployment is skill mismatch. Many graduates study in popular fields like business or social science, but industry today need people in STEM, technical, and digital field. About 21.4% of graduates were still unemployed since 6 months after graduation. Employers now look for skills like data analytics, digital marketing, and AI, which are not always taught in the university. This problem became worse during COVID-19 when many companies moved online. Graduates without digital skills were left behind. The government support TVET, which teach technical and job-ready skill, but only 20% of students choose TVET because some people still look down on it, even though it leads to better job chances. The last issue of unemployment is over-dependence on foreign labor. Many low-skilled jobs in Malaysia like construction, manufacturing, and agriculture are filled by the foreign workers. These are three jobs which is dirty, dangerous, and difficult that locals often avoid due to the low pay and poor condition. Companies hire foreigners to cut costs, but this leads to fewer job opportunities for locals, especially in places like palm oil, plant station, and hotel. Foreign workers from Bangladesh, Indonesia, and Myanmar are common in construction. Some face poor treatment and their present causes tension with the local workers. Too much rely on foreign labor also means local don't gain needed skill. In the long term, it can hurt Malaysia's workforce and reduce local talent development.
Next, we move to the implication of the young unemployment. Let's start with the issue of rising poverty. When young people does have job, they does have income. This makes them financially unstable and dependent on their parents or family. In countries like Egypt and Nigeria, many young people, even those with university degrees, can find proper job. Because of that, they end up doing low-paying informal works like selling things on the street or working without contract. In Malaysia, this problem also exists. Long-term unemployment affects not just income but also mental health, motivation, and access to education and healthcare. Studies suggest that we need more support for entrepreneurship, skill building program, and stronger connection between university and companies. This can help young people prepare better for job and reduce the poverty cycle among youths. Next is the issue of brain drain. Brain drain means skilled or educated people leaving their home country to work in another country. In Malaysia, many professionals such as doctors, engineers, and even graduates move to places like Singapore, Australia, or the UK. The main reason are better pay, better job condition, and fair promotion system. This has been happening since the early 2000s. The Malaysian government has created program to attract them back, like returning expert program. They have worked well. Many still feel local job does offer enough. If we continue to lose our talented people, it will weaken our local economy. To solve this, we need to improve job quality, increase wages, and ensure fairness and merit-based promotion. Now, let's look at low confidence among graduates. Many fresh graduates today feel stressed and insecure. Even though they have good academic results, they get rejected by employers who ask for 1 to 2 years of work experience, even for basic job. This makes fresh graduates feel like they're not good enough. Because of that, many are forced to work in jobs unrelated to their studies, such as becoming e-hailing drivers, restaurant workers, or cashier. Over time, this creates dissatisfaction, lowers their self-worth, and increases stress. Some even stop applying for jobs because they feel hopeless and believe they can compete. This is bad not only for them but also for the country, since we are wasting our talents and education we invest in. To fix this, we need more internship program, job training, and career support for students. Employers should also be more willing to train fresh graduates instead of only looking for experienced workers.
Assalamualaikum and hi. So the next implications are unqualified candidates and low productivity. In Malaysia's labour market, a critical issue continues to hinder economic progress, the presence of unqualified candidates and low productivity. When job seekers lack the right skills, companies struggle to find suitable talent. As a result, productivity slows. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, labour productivity rose by only 0.8% in 2023, a clear sign of deeper workforce issues. In sectors like construction and manufacturing, stagnation is even more evident. These industries rely heavily on low-skilled or mismatched workers, resulting in inefficiencies, delays, and rising costs. The World Bank has warned that without improving workforce quality, Malaysia risks falling into the dreaded middle-income trap, where growth stalls and high-value investment go elsewhere. The impact isn't just economic. A 2022 survey by the Malaysian Mental Health Association showed that 47% of unemployed youth reported symptoms of anxiety and depression. Underemployment damages not just productivity, but self-worth and mental health. The next implications are weak labour law enforcement. Despite having frameworks to regulate foreign labour, enforcement remains lax. Many companies exploit these gaps to hire undocumented or low-paid foreign workers, avoiding the responsibility of fair wages and decent conditions for locals. Cheap labour reduces motivation to automate or upskill. This creates a cycle of low innovation, low wages, and slow modernization, especially in labour-intensive sectors like agriculture and construction. To break free from this trap, Malaysia must strengthen enforcement with heavier penalties for illegal employment, regular employee audits, and digital monitoring systems. Equally important are positive incentives. Tax breaks for companies that hire and train locals, wage subsidies, and mandatory skill programs in sectors dependent on foreign labour. With strategic enforcement and structural reform, Malaysia can build a skilled, motivated, and inclusive workforce, one that drives innovation and secures its economic future.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Amin Tariq bin Haji Muhammad Tahir. Today, I will share the 3 recommendations to help reduce unemployment among the young and students. Recommendation number 1, to promoting the internships. To reduce the young unemployment, we should promote entrepreneurships. University must go beyond a theory on for the real world programs like the mentorships and starting the supports to help the student gain business skills. Next, the government and private sector should create the supportive system, including the easier access to fundings and simpler business schools. We also need a program to build a student confidence, like the pitch competitions and success stories. Lastly, in the country like Malaysia and Nigeria, integrating the digital skills and entrepreneurships into the young programs can prepare the student for today's jobs market. With these steps, we can turn the young people into the job creations, not just the seekers. Right. Recommendation number 2, in improving the job opportunity and the career growth. One of the key ways to reduce unemployment is by improving the opportunity and the career growth. Many young Malaysians leave the country because the local jobs do not match on their skills and a good pay. To change this, we need to create more jobs in high-demand sectors like the tech, healthcare, and the green energy. At the same time, both government and company should invest in trainings, fair pay, and career support. When the workers feel a value and see a future here, they're more likely to stay. They will not reduce brain drains, but also boost the national growth. Recommendation number 3, strengthening ships and apprenticeship programs. One way to tackle the graduate unemployment is by strengthening the internships and apprenticeships programs. Many graduates lack the real job experience, so stronger collaboration between universities, the government and company is a key. Training should be longer and well structured and matched to student field. Programs like the My Steps, gyms as helpful to need to be expanded. Importantly, this program should also teach the soft skills like the communications and teamwork. When the students get real-world exposed, along with the skill buildings, they become more confident, flexible, and job-ready, and making them more competitive in the today's workforce. Lastly, real experience plus the soft skills equal to more confidence and job-ready to graduates. For the case unemployment, 0. That's all from me. Thank you.
The next recommendations are career guidance and job matching. Many Malaysian students graduate without a clear path forward, not because they lack of ambition, but because they lack career guidance. Without proper information about job prospects, skills demand, and salary trends, students often choose courses based on guesswork or social expectation. This leads to mismatched qualification and underemployment. To fix this, Malaysia must invest in career counselling at both secondary and tertiary levels. Trained counsellors should provide real-time labour market insights and help students align their passions with viable careers. Technology plays a vital role too. Platforms like My Future Jobs use AI to match job seekers with the right employers, analyzing skills, experience, and employer needs to reduce mismatch and boost employment. Team between universities and industries, job fairs, and internships give students real-world exposure, preparing them for the better of the workforce. Programs like Jamin Kerja and Penjana help companies hire locals, but they must be scaled up and monitored, especially in rural areas. Lifelong learning is also crucial. Malaysians need access to flexible learning paths like online courses and micro-credentials to adapt to a fast-changing job market. The last recommendations are strengthening local and workforce policies. Malaysia must strengthen its local workforce policies and reduce over-reliance on foreign labour. Excessive dependence on foreign workers, especially in low-skill sectors, stifles wage growth, discourages innovation, and keeps industries stuck in outdated practices. The key is to make vocational education and technical training more appealing. TVET and polytechnic programs should be linked directly to industry needs, with incentives like salary bonus, certifications, and guaranteed job placement. Stronger labour law enforcement is also vital. Companies that exploit foreign labour must face heavier penalties and stricter inspections. Permit systems should go fully digital for better tracking and transparency. Finally, we must make low-skill jobs more attractive to locals. That means better wage, social protections, and clear career growth pathways alongside automation to reduce dependence on labor-intensive work. Through smart policy, technology, and structural reform, Malaysia can build a future-ready workforce, competitive, empowered, and truly.
In conclusion, unemployment in Malaysia, particularly among youth and fresh graduates, is a complex and pressing issue that affects the nation's social and economic well-being. Factors such as limited job opportunities, lack of experience, skill mismatch, and over-dependence on foreign labour have made it challenging for many young Malaysians to find meaningful and stable employment. This situation has led to rising poverty level, brain drain, and emotional struggle like low self-esteem and stress among job seekers. Despite this challenging, the problem is not unsolvable. With collective action from the government, educational institutions, industry, and society, solutions such as strengthening vocational training, promoting entrepreneurship, enhancing career guidance, and expanding internship opportunities can help bridge the gap between education and employment. At the same time, students must take personal initiative to upgrade their skill, adapt to changing industry demands, and remain open to diverse career paths. Only through a united and consistent efforts can we reduce unemployment and build a future-ready, competitive workforce for Malaysia. So, that's all for our group. Thank you